jet, I be in the club with velour sweats. More money mean more threats. Y'all ain't pull up.
Hey, I'm Brian, and I'm here to talk about my team. Right now, Grant Hill is included in the latest Idols release. Along with Diamond, Westbrook, and Petrovic, this is truly a can't-miss pack. And don't forget, each season in my team has tons of unique reward cards. In Season 2,
this from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off the team bus and showing their fashion sense. Gotta make a grand entrance when you're on the road. Bustling Philadelphia on I-95, a gorgeous night for basketball. Welcome to the city of brotherly love. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, some people called on Joel Embiid to be more aggressive. The process accepted that with humility, saying, I want to be great, and it's only right for people to expect me to drop 35 a night. At the same time, he said, I'm not a selfish player. If the defense double teams me, it's about making the right play. Kevin?
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jay out there with Murray, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers, Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then there's Richardson, and there's Embiid, and it's Neto in at the point guard position. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change. But sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
For a large frame and nimble feet and great strength, allow Embiid to be bully balling guys down low.
Murray outside. Jokic against Embiid. Jokic passes to Jay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Jay, the pass to Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Embiid.
Got to be careful how you defend Harris now because he's really good at drawing fouls.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game right now. The first one falls. And Harris drops them both.
I like the competitive juice of Gary Harris. He wants to win every game, and he plays for his team at a high level.
Passes it to Neto. And here's Embiid. Back to Neto. Here's the floater. Oh, good on that one. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Harris against Murray. Pass to Jay. Launches it. And another miss by Denver. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Here's Neto. Knocked away. Jokic with the steal. Here's the three. Headshot off. And Philadelphia the other way now.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Jay, the pass to Harris. Out to the wing. There's the triple. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so Horford will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line, but at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
Embiid kicks to Neto. Rejected by Harris.
A sound defender is Harris with excellent fundamental. Shows you good timing on that block, too.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and, you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Jay. Cranes the three-pointer. And even though it's still far away, Greg, all-star speculation has begun. Many are saying that Junior has a good look at making the team.
If the game was tomorrow, I would have him on the roster. You can't deny that he's played like an all-star recently. Anything can happen, but he's definitely in the conversation.
And here are the Nuggets now after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Really a smooth stroke from Harris on the catch-and-shoot jumper right there. And I tell you what, he makes it look easier than it really is.
Here's Embiid. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Jokic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Here's Neto following the basket by Jokic. Neto, the pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Nets in Brooklyn. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Korkmaz is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Robinson in its small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now Harris, after the missed 3 from Jay, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blown. And the foul called on the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, you know, you can't get overly physical with Harris because once you do, he turns it against you and uses it for his good.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Denver leading by 6. Here's Jay. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Robinson against Murray. Robinson misses. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Jay. Connects from three-point range. Jay's got the lead up to 9 now for Denver.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Burks. They get it back. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
And there's the pass to Craig. Murray outside. Poked away. It's stolen by Harris. Now, here's Burks. Defense is right there. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
To the wing on the left. Here's Craig, guarded by Robinson. Murray, good.
Well, you don't like to see Murray get on this kind of a roll if you're defending him now, because he's creative, and once he gets going, it's hard to slow him down.
The 76ers trail by 7. And he uses the glass on the way. Burks has got 4 points in the quarter. For Denver, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Jay, the pass to Murray. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Jay, Burks covering. 4 on the shot clock. Craig can't get it to go. And now Philadelphia on the break. Robinson leading the charge.
And Glenn Robinson, a player that was moved at the deadline last year, showed that he's a solid participant when given the minutes.
Agreed, Greg. I mean, he gives you a little bit of everything at the 3. He's learned to play within himself and really never hurts you in any aspect of the game. Those are the kind of guys you have to find minutes with.
Harris is checked in for Denver. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Now, don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Now, here's Vonleh, following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Jay, the pass to Murray. It's tipped. Here's Korkmaz. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Inside, Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant. Moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 5. Pass to Harris. He dishes it to Embiid. Now Burks. He had 16 points in the win against Toronto, and the shot goes in. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
And the 76ers with some changes. Horford comes in for Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Glenn Robinson III. And another miss by Denver.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
Got a piece of it. And even 3-on-3 break. Murray with it. And Burks picks him up defensively. Jay, the pass to Grant. Shot clock at 6. Releases. Misses off the left eye.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Milton the pass to Embiid. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Embiid. A floater, and the layup is up and in. He's got 12.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Murray outside. Passes to Jay. Back to Murray. He's off on that one. Good D by Embiid.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Denver's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Jay, defended by Milton. No good from Jay.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
There's Korkmaz, guarded by Harris. Korkmaz, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but to be just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Feeds to Horford. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Jay, the pass to Murray. But teardrop falls in. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's super hard to guard, is Jamal Murray, because he's got all the shots, including recognizing when to use the floater.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. And Raul Neto subbed in for Alec Burks. And then for Denver, Jokic has checked in for Vonleh. Portis comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Here's Neto. Pass to Milton. From deep three-point range, Philadelphia with a new shot clock. From downtown, Thybulle can't get it to go.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Jay, the pass to Morris. The pass to Jay. Looking to get it going. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And that one's good. Thybulle. Thybulle's got his first bucket of the night. Denver in the lead. Harris outside. Jay, defended by Thybulle. Jay, the pass to Portis. To the inside. And now Philadelphia on the break. Milton's shot is good. And the 76ers lead by 1. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Embiid kicks to Neto. Back to Embiid. Jokic with the steal. Morris right side. Good.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Here's Neto. Pass to Milton. Knocked loose and stolen by Harris. And here's the break up the floor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Richardson's checked in. Thibault kicks to Neto. Six to shoot. From past the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Denver leading by 5. Passes it to Jay. The three. But they get it there. Morris outside. Second chance effort. Rebound by the 76ers. And here they come. Neto, the pass to Embiid. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
Kawhi's
got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you. From deep. No good from Jay.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Denver on D. Back to Harris. And the layup falls. Now just a 1-point Nugget lead.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
Morris outside. Pass to Jay. 5 to shoot. Denver needs to get off a shot. There's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. .34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Harris with it. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Here's Thibault, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
Jay, the pass to Harris. Jay, Richardson covering. Kicks it to Millsap. Shoots the three. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets lead by 1. Live. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jay out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Harris in at the 3. Clock at 6. Hits the front of the rim and out. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. It's a 1-point game. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. The pass to Murray. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, right there in that instance, you could see where Murray was able to take advantage of his size in that situation.
And the first one drops. And so Murray nails both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
The 76ers trail by 3. Richardson the pass to Neto. Harris outside. Elbow shot. And that one goes long. The Nuggets leading by 3. In the corner, it's Harris. Passes it to Jay. Denver gets it back. Jokic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Jokic doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Richardson kicks to Neto. Down low. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Joel Embiid.
Embiid is a very assertive player, a player who fights the defense on these contact finishes and does so with confidence.
Harris finds Jokic. And yes, it's good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Wasted no time on that one. Jay's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
And the 76ers call time here. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Burks, he's checked in for Raul Neto. The feed to Millsap, and it's sent back by Horford.
Horford relentless as a defender in good position. That shot never had a chance.
Richardson gets a wide open look. They get it back, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
The 76ers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Robinson's checked in for Philadelphia. Jay, the pass to Harris. Pass to Millsap. Shoots over Burks. Millsap misses. The 76ers trail by 6. For 3, Richardson buries it from 3-point range. Richardson's got 9.
Well, that pull-up shot from Richardson kind of came out of nowhere. Lightning quick speed on the release.
Jay, Burks covering, Harris outside. Jay, the pass to Murray. It's good.
Well, I love the fact that he caught it and was ready to shoot it right away. Well done.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Pass to Richardson. Wide open. No good off the back of the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
There's the three. Horford with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Burks dishes to Richardson. The shot will not fall. Murray with the defensive effort. The pass to Jay. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. And now it's an 8-point Denver lead.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Richardson finds Horford. And here's Burks. He has 7. Goes back up. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. He's got 9.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Nuggets also changing it up. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Portis comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Gary Harris. No good from Jay. The 76ers trail by 6. Now, here's Milton. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Outside, Robinson. Latrey. Good on the triple. Robinson's got 7.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Here's Jay. And again, Denver no good.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Burks with the double team. Jay, guarded by Horford, to the middle, and stolen by Horford. To the paint. Here's Robinson, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
What a tremendous showing.
Grant still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. From deep 3-point range. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris has got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside, Horford. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Horford's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
1:41 left to play in the 3rd. Grant surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Horford's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Bible. A 3-pointer, no good. Denver's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from 3-point land in the second half.
Hey, Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
There's 37 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. Can't do much better than that, guys.
Richardson, he's checked in for Court Miles. And then for Denver, Jokic has checked in for Bobby Portis. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Harris subbed in for Murray. Here's Millsap. And another miss by Denver.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, they're certainly seeing the effort.
And Harris, wide open. He shoots off the mark, and the drop continues. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Richardson. And it's Neto in at the point. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, Josh Richardson, really the kind of guy every team could use because he's got a well-balanced 3 and D game. He does a lot for his team, brings a lot of value to whoever he plays for.
First free throw is good. And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. And Richardson drops them both. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Jay from outside the arc. And it's Jamal Murray with the 3. Murray's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And that's another 3. And it really, if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real trouble.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, you know, he's one of the toughest matchups in the game without question. Embiid is excellent at staying aggressive when he's hot.
About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Here's Jay. Another 3 for Denver.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Richardson. Neto, the pass to Embiid. Back to Neto. Shot clock at 6. He kicks to Richardson. Over Harris. Offensive rebound. And Embiid throws it down.
It's dangerous now letting Embiid get this deep. You're asking to get posterized with the throwdown.
Jay, the pass to Murray. And he comes up with the deuce. Murray's got 35 in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Thybulle finds Embiid. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. Here's Jokic. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Jay, guarded by Harris. Pass to Jay. 6 to shoot, and it's Jokic in the corner. The shot, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. To the inside. A nice shot by Harris. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Boy, that's a nice touch from Harris right there, showing you exactly how under control he is close to the basket.
Jay, and the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Back to Thibault. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. But making it a 2-possession game was what was important on that trip to the line.
Good on the 3-point shot. And that's 21 points for Jay.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. They lead by 1. Neto, the pass to Harris. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Jokic.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, Tobias Harris is a great scorer, and he's had multiple NBA stops, and I think you just have to simply say this guy has always been wanted.
Pass to Jay. Not going to go that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. And they're moving it up. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jay, defended by Milton. Back to Harris. Down low. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Jay.
Boy, nice work by Harris that time. He's trying to find the best shot for his team, not necessarily for himself, though.
Neto, the pass to Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Murray, the pass to Jay. On deep. He can't hit that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Back to Richardson. No good that time. Nice D from Jay. From the arc. Good work defensively by Richardson. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Neto. Good on the shot.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Jay, the pass to Murray. A 3-ball. And good, the 3-point shot, good from Jay. Jay's got 11 here in this quarter alone. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a three-point game. Here's Harris. Good defense by Jokic.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Gotta appreciate that stop.
Harris, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Here's Neto. Harris trying to get three, and he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folk. He can pass it, too.
Steps back and shoots. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid. It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Milton. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Count that one. And now a 7-point 76ers lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Al Horford is checked in for the 76ers. Alec Burks comes in for Richardson. Portis, he's checked in for the Nuggets. The 76ers leading by 7. And Philadelphia calls time here. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they needed to be aggressive, and boy, did he make them pay.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Horford, and here's Burks. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Burks with it. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Now it's just a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Neto surveying the floor.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
First one falls for. He hits both from the stripe. The Nuggets trail by 5. From deep. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Philadelphia's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Timeout called the 76ers.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
To the middle, Here's Harris. That's down the hash. That's one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Denver calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Denver. For three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Burks. Here's Embiid. Back to Burks for the three. It's rebounded by Portis.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Philadelphia leading by 4. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Denver shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Jay, the pass to Murray. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. Harris trying to get free. Jokic with the bucket.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possession.
Down low, here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
Gets it to Harris. And the pass to Jokic. Jay, guarded by Embiid, pocket 4. Here's Jay. Denver the rebound.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Here's Neto. And Embiid gets it to go. Embiid's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harris finds Murray. Inside. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
And the 76ers call time here. They're up by 2. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Neto. Portis brings the double team. Back to Horford. Yes!
Al Horford clearly has the touch right now.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 12 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Here's Jay. Misses the three. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Well, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.